Welcome to the Conor Canney Podcast with me, Conor Canney. And in today's podcast, we're going to talk about women. For all the gentlemen out there that are struggling with the ladies. So, we're going to talk about the number one thing that you can do as a man in order to not only attract women, but to ensure that you do not repel them. So, what is the least attractive thing to a woman? What's the least attractive thing that you as a man can do to a woman? Or to put it another way, what behaviours are very unattractive to women? What behaviours are you manifesting right now as a man, right, that you need to stop doing in order to attract women, and that your consistent engagement in these behaviours are the reason that you're repelling women? Well, the number one thing that all females find extremely unattractive in men is neediness. Okay? Neediness is just like kryptonite to a woman. Women hate clingy guys. It doesn't matter if the woman we're talking about is a little girl and there's a little boy in the playground clinging to her. Right? Doesn't matter if there is if she's a teenage girl, doesn't matter if she's a young woman, doesn't matter if she's a middle-aged woman, doesn't matter if she's an elderly woman. Right? Women hate clingy men. One of the most repulsive things to a woman, the most repulsive thing, is neediness. The idea that you need her, that you're unstable as a man without her, that you are not on your purpose, your mission in life, doing things. Okay? Doing whatever the fuck you do, whatever the fuck it is, even if it's just your job, your passion, your career, whatever the fuck it is, even if you're unemployed and you're an old man, do your interests, your hobbies, whatever. As soon as you become clingy to her, and she becomes the, your sole, the object of your full attention, and you're 100% on her all the time, you're pursuing her, you're chasing her, she's like, fuck this shit, get away from me, I'm going to find another guy who's not clinging, who's not desperate, who doesn't idolise me in the way that you do. Now, that doesn't mean that in relationships you can't adore your woman, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever. You can't give her your full attention from time to time, and you can't be present with her. Women love that, right? But the idea that, it's the classic Hollywood idea that we all grew up with, when, many of us grew up with fathers that were not masculine men who and when I say masculine men, I don't just mean the stereotypical real men go to war and we're masculine men and we do man shit. Right, I'm not just talking about that. That's an extreme example, right? I mean just men that didn't know how to lead women, that were clingy to women, or that had bad relations with women, whatever that was, right? Some kind of dysfunctional relationship with our mothers or whatever. Or some of us didn't grow up without father figures, right? And we watched, where do we find our male role models? We found our fucking male role models, through TV, through sitcoms, through films, and every motherfucking one is not the reality of real life. Every single one is the guy that's like constantly trying to win the woman, chasing her, pursuing her. In real life, women hate that shit. Now, that doesn't mean that women don't appreciate a gesture once in a while from somebody that they're already in a relationship with. Of course they do. That's not what I'm saying. They do. They appreciate a bit of romance here and there and a bit of that kind of thing, right? But the idea that is the thing that you always want to be doing is bollocks. It's not. It's absolutely not the thing you want to be doing. Especially if you're not already in a fucking relationship with her. Jesus Christ. I need to buy women stuff. No, you don't. what you need to do is you need to make yourself the object, the prize, so to speak. Right? All that, and this is really simple. It's really simple. It's not this big, massive manipulation that some people will have you believe that it is. It's not. All you need to do is you need to just walk around, be on your mission, concentrate on your path in life. Right? So you meet a woman. What happens? You go out. You talk to a woman. You get her number. Let's just assume you've already got to this stage. Right? I'll make another. We'll talk about flirting with a woman in a bar and in another context, right? In another podcast, another video on the Let You Be You Life Camp or whatever, right? I'll make another one another time. But for this one, we'll just concentrate on. You've got a girl's attention. She's attracted to you. Now, how do you maintain attraction? Well, you get her pursuing you. How do you get her pursuing you? When you're texting her, you keep it short, decisive, to the point. But then again, when you're texting her as well, you also want to engage in flirtatious fun and things that stimulate her emotions. I'll make another podcast about that another time, right? About texting women or speaking to women on the phone, right? So what do you want to do when it comes to when a woman is to get a woman pursuing you? Well, you meet up with her, right? The only time, as Coach Corey Wayne says, right? He's a middle-aged American dating coach, right? And as he says, the woman should be doing pretty much all the pursuing. In the beginning, the guy does the pursuing, right? And then the woman should be doing the pursuing. And he says, if the woman's doing the pursuing, then she can't be rejecting you, or something to that effect. She can't be pushing you away if she's chasing you, right? If you're chasing her, she's not chasing you. Like, literally in kiss chase. Right, like kids play in the playground. Kids used to play when I was a kid. The girls and the guys used to play kiss chase in the playground. Right? If you're chasing her, she's not pursuing you. If you're the prize and she's chasing you, then she's always pursuing you. You're not going to be needy because she's always pursuing you, chasing you. Women love chasing men. Women love men that are a challenge, right? Doesn't mean you literally have to go out and be a complete, playing all kinds of weird mind games with her. Still stay true to yourself, but you just make sure you will feel better as a man, and she'll sense it and be authentic if you stay on your path. So once you've got a woman attracted to you, you meet her, anytime you should be texting her or ringing her. I recommend ringing most of the time. Keep it short, sweet. Make plans to meet up, right? And then what do you do? Then as Coach Corey Wayne says, it's a romantic opportunity for sex to happen. That's what a date is. A date is not, I buy her loads of things and we don't have any kind of sex. No, a date, especially when you're first dating a woman, is an opportunity for you to spend time together, be present together, have a positive experience, laughing, joking around, flirting. That's what a date fucking should be, even if you're married, right? That's what a date is. You pursue the woman in the beginning. You get her to a point where she's chasing you, right? We can go into more details in other videos and other podcasts, right? You get her to the point where she wants to meet up with you, and every time she's expecting you to make the decisions. You make the fucking decision every time. If she wants to make a decision, she wants to go for a date, she wants to organise a date, that's fine. Let her organise a date. You don't need to organise it 100% of the time, but you should be the one that initiates it every time. As many times as you can while she's pursuing you. Right? You don't want to be constantly asking her how she is all the time. Hey, how are you? Women find that so repulsive, right? Texting her all the time. Even if you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship, texting her all the time. How are you, man? How are you? It's like, no, don't do that shit. A woman needs to be able to miss you. A woman needs to be able to think about you. If you're constantly talking to her, right? And you're constantly texting her and you're constantly telling her everything about your life and you're asking her everything about her life, you haven't got anything to fucking talk about when you meet up, right? And it becomes like a friend. I mean, some guys will fucking text and ring a woman they're interested in, a woman they're dating. Hey, how are you? How's your day? More often than you'll fucking speak to your friends. What the fuck's that about? You should be speaking to your friends more like that. Even your friends, you get bored. So with a woman, there's no excitement for her, there's no engagement. That doesn't mean, there are some people, I know some people, in long-term relationships, that ring each other every day and ask, but even then it's still like, they're not texting each other all day, every single day, all the time. Right? Some people do. But I'm again, this is like, if you're unsure about how to keep a woman interested, or if she's, you have to give her space, right? For her to then be like, oh, think about you, and then be like, oh shit. Because remember, most guys are constantly chasing women, pursuing them all the time. You want to be the guy that's different, that isn't pursuing her. And again, it's not about manipulating her or anything. It's just like, that's literally what you want to be doing. Literally for you. You're not doing it for her, mate. Okay, motherfucker, you're not doing it for her. You're doing it for yourself as a man, to actually feel like you can, that you want to be on your purpose. You'll feel so great, and then she'll be attracted to that because it's naturally who you are. It's not some fucking fake horse shit, right? Okay. So, yeah, guys and girls. Well, mainly guys will be watching this. Ladies, if you agree with me 100%, or you disagree with me, whatever, comment below. And I'll see you next time in the Conor Canney podcast. Well, I won't see you. I will, you know what I mean. Bye-bye. Peace and love, ladies. Peace and love. Gentlemen, take care. Catch you later. Next time.